Okay, we're watching season 4, episode 5. I love you, but I've chosen darkness. So hit that like and subscribe button if you are so inclined. Either way, glad you're here. Let's jump in. Okay, I agree with Karen. Go to school, Lucas. You are making us all nervous, okay? Because, I appreciate that you want to be caring and be there at every appointment, but dude, calm down. Ooh, Lucas walks past an open area of the hospital and sees someone that looks like Peyton, but it's the hooker that was with Derek, and she's beat up, wearing Peyton's jacket. Ugh. Okay, I don't remember Haley telling Nathan that way. He gets a call, full scholarship, going to Duke. I'm pregnant. Oh. And I definitely don't remember Nathan getting a call from Rachel in the middle of that discussion. I gotta go. And she's like, Haley's like, tell me how you feel. I feel like you should have told me a few weeks ago. That's how I feel, as he walks out the door. What? Oh, God. Listening to Peyton defend Derek is like the hardest thing to listen to right now. I just want to say, side note, props to Brooke for putting up with all that shit on behalf of Haley. Okay, so apparently Nathan telling Rachel that Haley's the one that's pregnant snaps Rachel out of it. She's like, I'm sorry, I didn't see Keith. I'm an idiot. Well, those are the first true words you've said, my dear. Because yes, you are an idiot. And by the way, why would Keith appear to you? Like, come on. Rachel's like, Nathan, your parents have money. Your baby's going to be beautiful. And maybe your uncle saved you because you're destined for greatness. And Nathan, if Haley wasn't pregnant, did I have a shot? Without hesitation, he says, not a chance. Thank you, Nathan. Okay, true to old-fashioned Brooke. She's like, now that Nathan knows, can news of your pregnancy slip out? She gets on the table and tells everybody. Dan's still losing his marbles. Tried and true, some things never end. Oh, God, I just really wish that Peyton had like an alarm system on her house or something. Lucas was in her house, checking on her house, and she's like, the only one terrorizing me is you, but thanks for caring. Lucas took the note about the brother from the jacket, unbeknownst to Peyton. Detective Lucas is on the case. Okay, why is Rachel messing with Brooke's, online profile age? Weird messages come from Lucas's account. And now finally Peyton's getting suspicious. Of course, she kind of confronts him, calls him, says, did you IM me? He says no. Why? And she doesn't say anything. She just hangs up. Finally, she sees an email from Derek that has the same double Y on the U that was just sent to her on the mysterious IM pretending to be Lucas. Lucas is asking the police to bring in Derek. Oh man, Haley going to Dan saying I'm pregnant, and I wouldn't try to trap him, especially now that he has his offered scholarship to Duke. And Dan's just like flabbergasted. Oh my God, Dan goes around the desk and tries to put his hand on her and first of all, congratulations. Although I'm far too young and handsome to be a grandfather, which makes Haley laugh. Oh my God, he's being so nice. It's so weird. He's like, don't worry, it's not healthy. I'll talk to Nathan. It's all gonna be okay. Okay, the fact that Peyton goes to Derek's hotel room, and of course the pictures are off the wall now, but it's just like, really, Peyton? I often wonder if Peyton has any awareness of danger or self-preservation sometimes. And of course, she finds a picture of Ellie with her as a baby, and here comes Derek looking crazy, and she's looking scared. You really should have got out of there. How intense was that whole scene where he's like, I matter to you, right, Peyton? Oh God. And so Nathan's all going to his mom I got my scholarship to Duke, and there's a press conference, and I want you to be there, Mom, sober. Oh my God, I'm so glad Lucas was there at her house, because I was like, don't go home, Peyton. And then she's like, you're coming to stay with me. Yes! Oh my God, just when I think Dan is being cool, decent, he's like, if Haley truly loves you, she will give up her dream to Stanford and follow you to Duke. Or you gotta let her go. Dan says he wasn't a monster back then. You understand that now, son. I was just a kid chasing his dream his whole life. Oh my god. Rachel is like, oh, this guy's here. I already, like, changed your age online. And he's a fashion model. And you're a fashion designer named Peyton. Oh, hilarious, Rachel. Wow, Haley got real. I just want to know that we're going to face this together. And he's like, I'm going to the press conference. And she's like, I just really thought that the news of your child would affect you more than the news of your scholarship. And he's like, I'm not going to feel guilty about this. Okay, Mini Dan. Oh, Haley going to Karen. And Karen, that look on her face is just like, oh, she knows. She's like, welcome to my history, Haley James Scott. The detective calls Lucas saying they have Derek. And he leaves to go give his statement. And Peyton says, come by my house afterwards. So she's going home. I think I remember something about that. Look at Rachel being on the honesty tip. Lying bitches like me. Like, oh, Haley shouldn't be scared. This baby's gonna have great parents, unlike the rest of us. And there's a Nathan we know and love coming through in a clutch. He says all the things Haley wanted to hear on the press conference. Oh, while she's watching on TV, crying next to Karen. Everyone's happy but Dan. But what else is new? Dan is distraught. He walks into his office and sees red paint, Genesis 4:10. It's all in your head. Totally forgot about that date that Brooke was on with the older guy. And Whitey says it to Dan. You ought to be proud of Nathan today, putting his dreams on hold so history does not repeat itself. Oh, you're so good at that, Whitey. Dan says, Nathan acted like a child. No, Danny. He acted like a man. That's right, Whitey. You tell him. Oh, and then Whitey sees the Genesis 4:10 because Dan thought it was in his head, but it wasn't. And enter the real Derek. The cops brought in the real Derek. Fake Derek is still out and about. And Lucas is racing to Peyton's house. Oh my god, Lucas is trying to race to Peyton. And of course, Derek's at Peyton's house. And here comes the real Derek chasing after Lucas. I want to talk to you. This guy plays this psycho stalker guy too well. Like, it's so creepy. Because she dropped her cell phone. She gets in the house. He breaks the window. Now he's chasing her through the house like a horror movie. She gets in her room and now she sees the freaking collage of all her pictures in her room. Ugh. Oh my god, there's even more. Her entire room is plastered with them. Okay, this town is like so small. Where's Lucas right now? Oh my god. Oh my god. Derek has the taser and Lucas was on him and then he put the taser on Lucas. His heart. Oh my god. Okay, by the way, Lucas did say run, Peyton, and of course she did. Let this be a lesson. When someone tells you to run, you run. She took a heavy lamp and knocked him over the head, and it did not knock him out. You want to talk about crazy. Oh my god, I totally forgot real Derek came in and like started like strangling fake Derek. Yeah! But fake Derek knocked him out. Ugh. Lucas and real Derek woke up at the same time and bum rushed this idiot. Yes! Oh, knocking him out of the second story window. Yes, yes, and yes. I'm sad it didn't kill him. Well, that's a hell of a way to meet your real brother. What hast thou done? The blood of my brother cries to me from under the ground. That's the Bible verse that was on Dan's wall. Who put that there? Brooke's getting it on with internet guy and passed out Deb is being covered by the blanket by Nathan. I love you, Mom. Aw, Nathan's all, now I know why I survived. That miracle was for all three of us. Oh, I totally forgot the guy that Brooke just slept with is a new teacher at their school. Oh my god. And of course, the cops show up and Derek is already gone. Fake Derek. Hey guys, so I just listened to the podcast, so I just wanted to like run off my notes here. Yeah, this episode was different for the different amount of vibes and feels, and I agree. What was the show trying to be at some point? Side note, didn't sex workers usually not admit when they were messed up because at least 20 years ago, I felt like that was the vibe. So I don't know. I felt like that kind of tracked on the show. Psycho Derek definitely played his role to a chilling, terrifying T. And it's great that the actor Matt made sure that Hillary was so comfortable. And, you know, I hated that Hillary went into his hotel room because that was kind of crazy. I agree. And I agree, Joy delivering the news about being pregnant and Nathan's response. It was all very odd, but it kind of tracked in a weird way. And yes, Paul did definitely lessen his crazy in this episode, but that's because Derek was just so intensely insane, so we didn't need Psycho Dan in this one. And it was weird because Dan was kind of sincere in certain points, and I was just like, okay, that's not what we're used to seeing. And let's see. Everyone was definitely being true to their feelings in this episode, 100%. And no, you cannot solve a problem on the same frequency that it was created. Take a beat indeed. Okay, Joy's grandmother catching butterflies on the beach with Albert Einstein when she was a little girl. That is just a story that completely tracks with Joy and her family. That just makes sense, and it's really cool. True story. Yeah, Haley going to Paul in this episode was odd, but Prager's hormones, I guess it gives you a pass, you know? Haley not being at the press conference was also odd, but I guess she did feel pretty unsure of things. And Brooke dating the older teacher is always uncomfortable. It's definitely, and then with his fantasizing about cheerleaders, definite ick factor. And I just want to say, like, it's crazy to me that people always watch shows and they get kind of obsessed with the characters and they kind of apply the character to the real person. It's like, quit doing that, man. They're two separate entities. Speaking of the ick factor, I didn't understand why Brooke was at that press conference other than to just be in her freaking uniform. Like, ew, okay, whatever. Grown men writing this crap. Ugh. Still love what Nathan said at the press conference. Naley forever. And you know, I'm going to end this by saying it's true what Sophia said. If you're constantly worried about what the other person thinks, are you really present for the lesson? That is a life lesson, man. Food for thought. That's it for me. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.